Live preview is showing. I'll turn the lights back on so you can see my camera. And the camera's not on, so let me switch that off and back on again. Is my camera showing now? There it is. Okay, camera is working again. And welcome back. This is a late night episode, so we're going to be a little bit more quiet so we don't disturb the sleeping people. And let's get to episode 25 of our Hogwarts Legacy gameplay. See what kind of gear we picked up. If we got any improvements here. Looks like we got one improvement. And we got some stuff we need to identify. Let's go to the room of requirement and identify our stuff. Wonder why the music shut off.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Oh, I am quite proud of all these potions. Get rid of this table now. Which means we can add another big table. But we need to add potting plants first. At least the medium ones. I think we can save the large table for now.
Bobada.
Oops. There's not enough space for all this stuff. Which one? What the heck? Why won't you let me place this one? What's the problem? Oh, I'm at a moonstone. That's why. And for that, we need more moonstone generators.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Alright. Now we don't have any moonstone left. Well, we have 8 seeds, but only 7 tables we're allowed to have. But don't quite need all of them yet. Alright, we'll have to wait on moonstone for the rest of that stuff.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Alright, looks like we're full on everything except Thunderbrew at this point.
Let's go return this dragon egg.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
We could use a few more house elves in my house. Anyone can run a shop if they have.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
I thought you would be leading the way. Seems like you know what you're doing.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Please don't eat me.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Accio! Levioso! Potato! Stupid! Confringo!
I wonder how many they brought to capture.
Revelio!
At least 10 usually.
Where are you, Smithy? Thought you were joining us in Borneo. I know you have your hopes about the fighting ring, but the true galleons are in Acromantulas. You wouldn't believe how much Violet and I made a few days ago. Not to mention Borneo's not half bad to look at. Anyway, we'll be moving on soon. Egypt, perhaps. It's such a relief not to be weighed down anymore. See you soon, Angus.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. Revelio. Reparo.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's creepy.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Pity. She must
Revelio.
starve to pick up a grapple.
Or just raring for a fight.
Damn, gear slots are full. Too bad I can't see what that is to see if it's worth more than what I've got.
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no coming back now.
Oh, jeez. Hey,
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past. Get to that opening below her. Look! Underneath her! I think we're close. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
well, it is near a
Now,
dragon,
if
so
we
the dragon
just return
probably
her
wrecked him.
egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
They attacked your gran.
How could I have been so blind?
Tips in the hat, if you please.
Oh!
Never knew
cashier.
butterflies were attracted to treasure. Must have missed that one in Beasts.
Anybody in here to sell my junk to?
Muggles have made life hard for us since the dawn.
Hello there. Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
I'm sure we'll get that sell all button someday. I'm sure I'll have something better by the time I'm level 28. And if not, then shortly after.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Looks like I've got enough cash to buy that other table now.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
You'd think no.
Hello there, come on in. Plenty to look at here.
Too large, okay.
Nothing like finding just the right thing. is
Now
there?
we just need the hopping pot.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me at there. You're here. Good. Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
It's the first time I've heard it pronounced catacomb.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
That's just ridiculous. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I had imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room, which had suffered decay amid the turned-over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further, if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Spiders love fire. And let's do this one. Might as well go with Bombarda.
Bombarda! Incendio! Levioso! Bombarda! Depulso! Incendio! Levioso! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be
Incendio! Yeah, spiders aren't insects. Accio!
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening the wall is justified. This room is taller than it looks.
Guardium Leviosa! Revelio!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Incendio! Potato! Stupefy! Bombarda! Leviosa! Incendio!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio.
2 different ways to go.
Accio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Confringo. Bombarda. Leviosa. Potato. Stupefy. Leviosa. Accio. Bombarda.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Accio.
I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I said something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return it, but first, I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperius curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies. Let me guess, this is from
What did you
Slytherin.
find?
Accio. Confringo. Bombarda. Tender.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Are we supposed to do something with the spider or with the bones here? Repair them?
Claro.
No.
Accio.
That's a lot of bones, I think.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
What to do?
Accio. Cabolso. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Pulsar. Reparo. Confringo. Defender. Pulsar. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Marbones.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What? Hey, come on.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Okay,
There's more to this than even I imagined. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Seems easy enough.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Three different ways to go. Awesome.
Confringo! Bombarder!
Two different ways to go.
Another barricade, considering how well you did. Accio, your cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Fringo. There we go.
forgetting the other thing.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio.
I need more skeletons.
Bombarda. Confringo. Imperius. Crucio. Confringo.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
Let's see, where's skeletons in here? Skeletons.
Revelio.
Well, that is the skeleton I need right there. How do I get to it?
Accio.
That one and that one.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
And this one.
Revelio. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place. Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizardkind, but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to release its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? Revelio. The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
I don't know. What does it do? Give us some information.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Okay.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
I do not remember how they got in here. Is this the way out? No, it isn't.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
How do we get in here?
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous.
Revelio.
He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Reparo.
Lumos.
Confringo. Confringo.
Lumos.
Confringo.
Lumos.
Well, crap.
Accio.
Confringo.
Accio.
Confringo.
Accio.
Confringo.
Accio. Lumos.
Confringo.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That didn't work.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go.
Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio!
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
It's a long ways to go.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic.
Imperius! Now quiet it!
Accio! Confringo! All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Your spell glance off of me. Was that your best?
They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Of course.
I'm handling it. Potato!
I'm handling it.
Just got two shot.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
At your service. Not quite.
What's the point of this exactly?
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
How dare you save your sister's
What
life?
did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Alright, let's go talk to Super Uppity Guy.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Yeah.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
So it's unforgivable to stop a guy and make him stab himself, but it's okay to pick up his knife in the air and then fling it at him to kill him, or set the guy on fire. You know, I mean, it's... The hypocrisy is astounding. It's over an hour, so we're going to end the stream here, and we'll